Hi and welcome to the 13th of December. Let's find out what's behind today's door. Ah, a Father Christmas hat or a Santa hat, whatever you like really. So let's grab our paints and get started. Okay, so a Father Christmas hat, quite nice and simple. I'm just drawing the sort of curve over the top and then a fluffy pom-pom and then a fluffy trim around the base. And this will be quite nice because this is a good little technique on how to basically paint white fur. This my rubber lives in a little plastic casing. So we rub it out lightly. And I've got my protective bits of paper in place as always. My red is getting worked hard this calendar. We're gonna need a bit of a top up soon. Okay, so I've got that woken up and I'm going to use my size 2 brush to start painting it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of do an outline like that, and I'm going to clean my brush off a little bit and use the red that we have. Obviously it's a really sumptuous red, the Father Christmas hat or the Santa hat, whatever you will. But we do need to sort of be just cautious in how we build it up to avoid it just looking like a big block of red. So you can see I'm just stretching out what we've got, and that really helps already give the sense of the texture of the hat. Now I'm just taking a smaller brush, and whilst it's just still a little bit damp, but it seeps in so quickly on this paper, so you're not going to have a huge amount of time. Just going to edge that a little bit and then the hat trim is of course fluffy, so we can just do a slightly fluffy edge to the red there, and then I'm just going to add a tiny bit more to the hat there. Again, clean that brush off and just smooth that a little bit. That's really nice. Okay, so we'll let that dry nice and fast as it tends to on this paper, and we'll mix up some very, very dilute shadow mix. I have this random empty palette which just seems to have sort of the dregs of various dark colours in it, which is always really useful, but essentially what I want is brown and blue. So my printer is just talking to me in the background there. It likes to just pipe up every now and then in the middle of a video, because I film in my studio, which of course is a busy working studio a lot of the time. Not quite as busy as Santa's workshop, I imagine, but getting there. In wedding season anyway it is. So yeah, this looks like a really dark colour with blue and brown, but we add more water and magically it becomes a nice pale colour, a little bit more blue. Okay, so my hat is just about dry. So what I'm going to do with a little brush is I'm just painting in little sort of C curves around the edge of the hat, and you can see that creates a nice texture. Now you want to be careful when you go up against the red that it's dry, because you're coming in with quite a wet brush, but I'm just doing very minimal strokes, so even if it is a little wet it won't travel far. And then we leave the main bulk of it white and unpainted. And yeah, because we like doing little details and things, I can't get enough of those last finishing touches. Just a little bit of Alizarin Crimson on my red there. And we'll just get a little bit of a deeper, darker red colour on the hat there. And there's your Santa's hat. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.